Upbeat, rhythmic intro music fades into the background, speaking with a thoughtful, engaging tone. Hey everyone, let's talk about Ghana. When we think of Ghana today, we often picture vibrant culture, incredible music, and the warm, welcoming spirit of its people. It's known as a beacon of democracy in Africa. But like many nations, Ghana's journey to the present day has been carved through some incredibly dark and painful chapters. To truly appreciate the strength and resilience of Ghana, we have to understand the shadows it has emerged from. So today, let's explore three key parts of Ghana's difficult past. Slight pause. Tone shifts to be more somber. First, we must confront the haunting legacy of the transatlantic slave trade. For centuries, the coast of Ghana, then known as the Gold Coast, was a central hub for this horrific trade. Places that are now tourist sites, like the Cape Coast Castle and Elmina Castle, were once dungeons of despair. Imagine this: thousands upon thousands of Africans, captured from their homes, were forced into these stone fortresses. They were packed into tiny, dark, unventilated spaces, shackled and stripped of their humanity. Families were ripped apart forever. The conditions were so brutal that many died before they even boarded the ships. For those who survived, they were led through the infamous door of no return, taking their last steps on African soil before being forced onto ships for a nightmarish journey across the Atlantic. This wasn't just a loss of people, it was a deep, centuries-long wound that drained the region of its strength and left a scar that is still felt today. It's a history that whispers from the walls of those castles, reminding us of the immense suffering that took place. Transition with a thoughtful pause. After the abolition of the slave trade, a new form of oppression emerged: British colonial rule. The British, who had been present for trade, solidified their control over the region, officially declaring the Gold Coast a colony in the late 19th century. This wasn't a partnership, it was a takeover. A key moment was their final defeat of the powerful and proud Ashanti Empire. The British exiled the Ashanti king, Prempeh I, and even stole the golden stool, the sacred symbol of the Ashanti nation, though they were never able to keep it. Under colonial rule, the primary goal was exploitation. Ghana's rich resources, gold, cocoa, timber, were not used to build up the local economy for its people. Instead, they were extracted and shipped away to enrich the British Empire. Local people were pushed off their lands, forced into labor, and their political freedoms were severely limited. They had little to no say in how their own country was run. The colonial system was designed to benefit the colonizer, creating a structure of inequality that would pose major challenges for Ghana. Long after the British flag was lowered, tone shifts to one of modern history, slightly faster paced. And that brings us to our third point: the turbulent era of political instability after independence. In 1957, Ghana made history. Led by the charismatic Kwame Nkrumah, it became the first sub-Saharan African nation to gain independence from colonial rule. It was a moment of immense hope and pride for Ghana and the entire continent. Nkrumah had a grand vision of Pan-African unity and industrialization. But the early years of freedom were far from smooth. Nkrumah's government, while achieving some great things, became increasingly authoritarian. Then, in 1966,